Thank you, Brian. Brian's amen. Appreciate it, buddy. Amen. Move on, preacher. Went back the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time.
Yeah. Make sure this is.
Huh?
Like Naaman.
Sound like Naaman.
Yeah.
Told Naaman to go dip 7 times. He could have done it one time.
That Buddy Jordan.
Why didn't he? Because he wanted to see how faithful he was.
Oh, yeah.
How bad he wanted it.
You're right.
Well, I like to preach that message. I just about did just a few weeks ago. How bad do we want it?
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Mr. Jordan. 30 Jordans. Yeah. Obedience. That's right.
Obedience.
Obedience. Do as he says.
Ahab could have seen it the first time he went. But he kept going back.
Kept going back.
It came to pass at the 7th time that he said, behold, there arises a little cloud
Amen.
out of the sea like a man's hand. That ain't enough to fool with.
Oh, you're right.
These meteorologists and chief meteorologists would have said, go ahead and pour cement tomorrow, tear your roof off. It's just going to be a cloud the size of a man's hand.
Yeah.
Almost listen to me, almost 0% chance of precipitation.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. Do what, eat, drink, and be merry. That's what the world's doing today.
Oh, yeah.
They said there ain't nothing to it. The Christian people is a small spot amongst all the people about the size of a man's hand. He come back and he said, Elijah, there's one little old cloud I spotted, and it's about the size of a man's hand. Elijah said, that's good enough for me. Get your umbrella out, get your rain boots and your galoshes and your raincoats, and if you got any holes in your ear, you better be passing because God's sending rain.
Get your chariot.
He said, go up, say unto Ahab, prepare thy chariot. Get thee down, that the rain stop thee not.
Yeah.
We lived at Jody. And Daddy worked on the Summersville Dam for years while they was building it. And we lived down there, and back before they got the dam complete, we got flooded all the time. And my dad had bad nerves, had a nervous breakdown, and it'd start thundering in the middle of the night. I don't know the times. Dad liked to go home. Dad would take Mom anywhere she wanted to go as long as they could be home at bedtime.
Yeah.
And it took her a year or two if they went somewhere to stay overnight. It took her a year or two, she had to bribe him and promise him and all that. And they would go somewhere, and Dad, he wanted to get home.
Oh, yeah.
But boys, when we lived at Jody, my grandmother lived on the hill down at Belva. When it began to rain and the creek didn't even have to rise an inch yet, Dad would load us up in the middle of the night, and we'd go down to Mama's, and we'd all pile in. There'd be 30 or 40 people sleeping in the floor and everything else. And scared of that rain, yes sirree. And it didn't take him long. He wanted to get us out of that holler and get us down to Mama's on the hill. Yeah. And boy, Dad said, if I ever get out of this mess, and I wish you'd have went out there, things has changed. He come home one evening and said that he had purchased some ground, and he done told us he was making preparations. But those of you that's been out to my mother's house, you can't get no higher. Yes sirree, it ain't no wonder she's so close to God. They've never had to worry about the creek getting up in their basement no more, much less in the living room. It's out on the top of a hill, and when the wind blows, you know it. Yeah, that's why I ain't got no hair today. That wind is so strong up there, it blew the biggest part of it off. But anyway, Elijah said, I want you to get your chariot ready and get thee down that the rain stop thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was, I thought you said that it was just the size of a, that's good enough. Wonder why he said over there in Matthew, if you have the faith according to the size of a grain of mustard seed. And if you've ever saw mustard seed, it's hard to detect. You know what? My eyes ain't really that bad. I don't need my glasses except to read. But if you was to lay my white hanky out here and lay a mustard seed on my white hanky, it would be hard for me to detect right there. That's all God asks of us. Lee, He don't ask a whole lot of us. Just a little bit of belief. Yes, sir. I don't care. As big as the sky is, the cloud just as big as a man's hand. That's good enough, because the whole sky's going to be black in a matter of time.
Yeah. Little is much.
Come on, Rick. That's right. Guys, come back. Let's get ready to sing. Said it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and wind. There was a great rain. Ahab rode and went to Jezebel. And the hand of the Lord was on Elijah. And he girded up his loins. And he ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel.
Yeah.
God's good.
Oh, yeah.
God's good to us.